The earthquake that rocked Turkey and Syria has claimed the lives of over 41,000 people. Over a week later, rescuers are still pulling people from the rubble.
Remarkably, 9 days later, survivors are still being pulled from the rubble. Rescuers today carrying a woman to safety, chanting, "God is great." Across the border in Syria, survivors say this freshly dug mass graveyard won't be large enough for all the dead. The World Health Organization is pleading with Syria to allow more aid into this rebel-held territory.
The videos posted show their heroic efforts, saving the lives of those who remain trapped. The aftermath, flat out devastating.
Searchers and survivors refusing to give up. At least 9 people freed from the mountains of concrete and twisted metal that used to make up their homes Tuesday. These rescuers finding the outstretched hand of a 65-year-old survivor, later pulled out after nearly 9 days. Rescue crews digging long tunnels to reach them.
In a video uploaded by Stance Grounded, an infant is pulled from the rubble.
The window for finding survivors is closing very, very quickly. And as you mentioned there, it is freezing cold temperatures.
Many exhausted, some sleeping on piles of debris. More than 200,000 homes in Turkey were destroyed or so badly damaged they'll have to be demolished.
I can actually see the power of those 2 earthquakes nearly 10 days ago now, right at my feet, where the earth literally broke open when those quakes hit.
So how did it begin? Check out this illustration from the Wall Street Journal.
A series of powerful successive earthquakes struck the Turkish-Syrian border on February 6th. The first and most powerful was a 7.8 magnitude quake as aftershocks hit the region. Then a second 7.5 magnitude quake hit in the afternoon, followed by its own series of aftershocks.
Newly released video via NBC News showed the devastation as the quake first hit, with folks running for their lives.
There are still so many there in southeast Turkey, really hoping, waiting for news of their loved ones who are still missing, presumed beneath the rubble of the collapsed buildings across that region.
Per Al Jazeera, the death toll from the Turkey-Syria earthquakes is nearing 42,000. Turkish authorities say 36,187 people have been killed in the country. The Syrian government and the United Nations say more than 5,800 people have died in Syria. In sports, soccer in Turkey is very, very big, with clubs like Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, what have you. One star player is missing.
A story that we brought you earlier this week, which is the former Newcastle United footballer Christian Atsu, who was reported missing in Turkey after the earthquake. Then we were told that he'd been rescued from the rubble and taken to hospital. But in a statement, his agent now says that Christian is still missing.
Christian Atsu, the former Chelsea and Newcastle man, remains unaccounted for. His story is reminiscent of many in the country. Atsu's partner would then be interviewed by BBC News.
We know that his building has been, they know where the building is, and they're trying their best to rescue everybody. And they know that there are people still under the rubble, so he is still missing, and we don't know where he is.
The latest comes from Christian Atsu's agent, who would take to Twitter. During my time here, we have been able to locate Christian Atsu's exact room location, and we have found 2 pairs of his shoes, the agent would tweet.
And can you just remind us where he was and why he was there and the connection to the area?
Well, he plays for Hatayspor. He signed a 1-year contract. And he had a very good game on Sunday, and he scored his first goal. And and he has been living with his teammates as well, which has already been rescued.
Yesterday, we received confirmation that thermal imagery was showing signs of up to 5 lives. However, I am told that the only real confirmation of life is through sight, smell, and sound. And unfortunately, we were not able to locate Christian. What's important to note is there have been conflicting reports. Some have tweeted Atsu was found. That was quickly rebuffed by Christian's club, noting Atsu and the team's sporting director were still missing. If you would like to donate to the crisis in Turkey and Syria, We will leave a link in the description box below. On your screen is a fun organized by former 2IT host Hassan Piker. We'll keep you updated as this is a developing story.